Alright, you guys, so Dragon Ball Daima episode 11 sees Marva and Dr. Arene to create Majin Du, which is the second Majin and the baby brother to Majin Ku. And guys, Dr. Arene and Marva say that that since there's only the top of our Majin Buu that we know now, which is the nice fat one, the only piece that Dr. Arinsu has left of him from when she took it from Vegeta's sacrifice attack back in the Buu saga, is his head with his thing on his head that allows you to turn him into chocolate. And so Marva says, hey, since that's all you got left anyway, let's use all of them and bury the seed that creates him 50 centimeters into the ground instead of what we used with Majin Ku. And basically, guys, what Majin Ku basically is an updated version of what our timelines Majin Buu basically is, but in the modern era. He's just like a fat Majin Buu because Dr. Arinsu and Marva can only get him to go up against Tamagami #1 if he's provided with chocolate. And my guess is Majin Du is like that because he has the part of Majin Buu that turned you into chocolate, regardless of whether it's Kid Buu, Super Buu, or the fat version of Majin Buu that we all know. And Marva's like, hey, if you go too far with this, this version of your Majin Buu replica could go berserk just like Kid Buu did against Bibbidi. And then Majin Ku basically says, hey, I'm more observant and calculated of a guy than I look like. If Majin Du does go berserk, I'll deal with it myself. And then Dr. Arinsu's like, yeah, right, I'm not so sure about that. And so Majin Ku and Tamagami #1 doing the facing off after he's provided with chocolate. And the way Majin Du fights is very comical, guys. The fight kind of ends on a cliffhanger. And the other side of this episode is Neva finally ends up formally introducing himself to Goku and company. As they traveled to go see Tamagami #2, and then once Neva introduces himself, Piccolo's able to recognize immediately that Neva is just pretending to be senile and dumb, and Piccolo's like, hey, drop your act right now, I see right through you. And then Neba's like, hey, you remind me a lot of Katats. And Piccolo said with a now coming through to him in a memory. Katat was my father. Um, not meaning Demon King Piccolo or Guru. The other Namekian that Guru talked about back on Planet Namek originally. The 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 first Namek that eventually wound up in the Alphabet Heights and ultimately became Kami and Piccolo Jr. respectively, once Kami had expelled all the evil in his heart out of himself. And then Piccolo's like, Kadat was my father, but I'm a Namek warrior. And then Supreme Kai's like, yeah, but why didn't you choose to leave the second demon world along with the others when it got taken over? And then Neba confirms basically what I've said all along, is that, well, first of all, he likes it where he is, and he feels like somebody has to be here to guard the Dragon Balls and second demon world for when the other Nameks return. And then Neba basically explains that that the Dragon Balls were originally supposed to be, as we all know, again, a reward for noble efforts, but again, that they got in the hands of the wrong people. Thus, that's why he created Terragami 1, 2, and 3 to make sure that instead of scattering the 3 Dragon Balls all across Demon World, he still did that, but he made it so you had to absolutely earn them as pertain their original purpose. And then Piccolo and Goku are like, since you're the one that Goma make his wish, why did you turn us back into children? And then he's like, that was all Goma's request. I personally had nothing to do with it. And Neba says, if I had refused to magnetize the Dragon Balls to Kami's lookout, I would have done what I tried to do with you guys and just go senile on granola and pretend I didn't know what I was doing. But then the others are like, well, what if Goma kills Dende? Without him, Earth's Dragon Balls will be stoned forever, and then we can't return to normal. And then Neba's like, that's what Goma didn't count on. You guys coming to this world to not only rescue your friend, but to make yourselves normal again. And then Neba convinces Goku and the others to let him accompany them on the rest of their journey to gather the second and first Dragon Ball. If only because, just like with Porunga, if you are able to summon the Demon World's dragon, you have to say what your wish is in Namekian language, and Piccolo and Piccolo can't do it by drawing on memories from Kami or Nail because it's been so long. Even though he was able to do it back in the final tournament of part 1 of Dragon Ball, but again, Piccolo states that that's been a while, and personally, guys, I actually don't think Neva's really a bad guy. I just think he's, your average innocent Manichaean Namek really caught in the crossfires, and that he may actually be the one that Goku changes, on top of hopefully changing Goryo's mind to stop working with Dr. Arinsu eventually. And the episode ends with Vegeta saying, "Hey, you've gotten to fight all your fair share of people here so far. Now that I'm here, I'm up next for fighting, got it?" And then the episode ends with both fights basically hanging on a cliffhanger, with Vegeta being swallowed by the Kraken that we saw in episode 10 or 9, I forget. And Majin Buu and Teragami #1's fight is also interrupted. And also, guys, just as an extra bonus, coming straight out of Jump Festa, Dragon Ball Super's manga will be returning in February with a special one-shot manga, not a continuation for what we had in the manga before with Frieza and all, but a special one-shot. Have a good one.